What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to do a grocery run video just because now that I'm in 8, 10, and 11 weeks out, we switched over to doing keto. My weight was stalling, and rather than just continue to drop my carbs under 150 and even my fats under 50, we went and switched over to keto. So my numbers now are 40 grams of carb with a net of 25 grams. So I'm trying to keep, to really some really low numbers when it comes down to carbohydrate intake. My protein is about 140, so I would say that's the upper limit on what you should be doing for to be in ketogenic lifestyle. And my fats are at 120. So me performing in the gym and the way that my routine is structured, that's why I'm kind of at the upper limit of my protein. If I had too much protein, it could cause gluconeogenesis, but of course there's not enough research to kind of back that up. It's just I want to put my body in the best position to be in ketosis. So my sodium levels are out like 5 to 7 grams a day, and I typically get that through salting my foods or broths, or through chicken broths, like the stuff that you can cook with. So, and my potassium is around 2 to 3 grams right now, and my magnesium is 500 to 1,000 milligrams a day. So it's all about electrolyte balance, and I believe that's been helping me to not have like the keto flu symptoms, like dizziness, nausea, headaches, extreme fatigue. So it only took me about 2.5 days to get into ketosis. But I wanted to do a grocery run just because, my foods have switched up quite a bit. So I get to have a lot of fat in my diet, but knowing that my protein is lower, and it used to be like over 200 grams, now dropping it down to 140, that's quite the dramatic drop. So I get to have a lot more fat content in my meats, so that the ratios don't screw me over. So without further ado, here's some of the foods that I am getting. Number one is I get some good old cream cheese. This is a really good fat source, and it doesn't have very many carbs. It's like 2 carbs per serving, and my protein is still kept low with using this 14 grams or 7 grams of fat. I usually make like cream cheese spinach at night, and it almost tastes like an Alfredo sauce. And then I got some 80-20 ground beef. I don't think I remember a time when I had 80-20 ground beef during a prep, so that's very new experience for me. I got some corned beef brisket as well. So each serving, like 4 ounces, is 25 grams of fat and only 12 grams of protein. So I'm able to have these fattier meats without having any issues with going over on fats and my proteins. And then I got some cube porks. These were on sale. So once again, 16 grams of fat per 4 ounces, and the protein is about 19 grams. So when I get more fattier meats, it allows me to get my fats in without going over on my protein sources. And then I got some fancy cheese. When you get like the fancier cheeses, there's a little bit more fat in it. So French Brie, there's about 9 grams of fat per serving, versus like other types of cheeses might be like 7 or 8 grams. But that extra gram is just going to get me one step closer to where I need to get to for my fat intake. And I got some beef frankfurters, so each one of them is 11 grams of fat, only 6 grams of protein. So it's kind of a game for me now just to figure out how can I meet my fat daily requirements while keeping my proteins low. So I got some regular pepperoni. So once again, a little bit more fat, a little bit less protein in it. And then I got some macadamia nuts, really good. One of the highest fattening nuts around. So it has about 21 grams of fat per serving and only like 2 net carbs. So very good when it comes down to getting my fats. Coconut oil, once again, just another way to get my fats in throughout the course of the day. And then I got some eggs. So egg whites kind of out of the game. I don't really need them anymore. So now that I can have 120 grams of fat, I can eat more whole eggs. And then of course you gotta have bacon. So I got some fancy bacon, and just so that I can get some more fat in my diet without going over on my protein. But and then I got my vegetables, sticking to really non-starchy veggies. I'm sticking to zucchini, asparagus, spinach, that I'll have to get somewhere else because I go through like 200, 300 grams of spinach a day, and just so I can get my potassium up. And then also I eat a lot of mushrooms as well, and I might get some more Brussels sprouts, but Brussels sprouts is higher on the starch, but the fiber content is really nice. And then I eat a lot of avocados as well, healthy fats, and then the net carbs isn't very high for avocado. So as you can see, it's completely different from what I've done before with other preps and other grocery runs while in a contest prep. My grocery bill definitely is a little different because I am getting, the fattier meats and less carbohydrates. So, but that's just a quick update on where I'm at with grocery shopping, and then we'll see if there's any other changes that are going to be made this upcoming week. Thanks.